Hi you guys. So my name is Kriquett Howells and I am a gold wellness advocate with doTERRA. And all this means is that I have shared essential oils with hundreds of people and I have become very passionate about educating others on their therapeutic benefits and to help with their overall wellness. And so there was a time a couple of years ago that I actually thought all of this was nonsense. Essential oils, are you kidding me? If they were so wonderful, why doesn't everyone know about them? Why isn't everyone using them? And I really fought it. And for 5 years, my sisters-in-law were sharing this with others. And I just said, you know what? Put them in the drawer. Leave me alone. This makes absolutely no sense to me. And really what changed was I sat down one day just randomly and ended up watching a documentary. And it was called The Perfect Human Diet. And it was on the paleo diet, and I'm not saying that that is the absolute correct diet, but this documentary definitely opened up my mind. Huge. It made me aware of what is going on with big food and basically what is happening to our food and what is in our food. And all of a sudden I had this epiphany that yes, everywhere I turn, I'm coming across people that have many overall wellness concerns, right? And I'm going to mention that word a lot, overall wellness. I am talking about essential oils and how they can help our bodies, but I am not going to make any claims that they heal any disease or cure anything. But I will tell you that they are absolutely incredible at supporting our bodies. And I have seen it personally in our family, and I have seen it with the people in my doTERRA family and among many others. The stories have been incredible, and so I very much believe in them and want so much to share with other people so that they can have the same results. All right, so as for within our family, I have 5 little kiddos, and now that I've been doing doTERRA, it's been a little over 2 years, and we have been very fortunate as we've used the oils in that we have not really had to take the kids to the doctor one time in 2 years for 5 kids. And what that has done, it has empowered me as a mom to find solutions that I can use for them to help them feel better, to help with all kinds of multitude of things. We're able to nip things in the bud pretty darn fast, and again, overall wellness, knock on wood, has been pretty amazing. And to me, that is huge. I don't have a ton of time to be scheduling appointments for all these kids and taking them to the doctor, paying more co-pays, prescriptions. It's just a matter of time. And what is more valuable, really, than to have a healthy family? Our health is huge. So if I can help educate others on this, and then they can implement these oils into their life, that's all I'm asking. And I'm asking for you as you're listening to this. I'm basically doing a basic essential oil class and just educating you on why the oils work, how they can help you, and why you would even use doTERRA's, all right? And I just ask that you keep an open mind. That's really the basis of it. When you are closed-minded, you you won't believe anything will work. It doesn't matter how much we talk to you about it. And that's how I used to be. So now with an open mind, I'm willing to try different things. We are all different. Our bodies are different. So what works for me might not work for you. And that's where we get to start playing. As women, we love that, right? We can start playing with different oils and see what works for us. But I would say 90% of the time, you're going to find a solution with the oils to help with your wellness. So let's get started. I do want to mention one other thing, that this is a journey, all right? So as you're listening to me, please do not feel overwhelmed. Please do not feel like, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. I don't even know where to start. I'm just not going to start. I'm going to deal with it in 6 months when I have more time. You know what? Just start. I don't care how you do it. Just get oils into your home. I will show you how you can do that. And just have them there. So when something little happens, you can say, okay, this is a great opportunity for me to go ahead and try this particular oil to see if it helps. All right, now we have another concern. All right, let's try this oil and see. And you learn as you go. You literally learn as you go. There is no way that you can keep it all in your head right now. Trust me on that. And just be brave enough to just get started. Join me on the journey and become a crazy oil lady like me. It's awesome. All right. So when I start a class, I usually love to share this combination, all right? Wild orange and peppermint. Totally my favorite. And this combination is like a natural pick-me-up. It's a boost. And so what I'll do is I'll just have people and myself will just put a couple of drops. You just hold the bottle like this until 2 drops come out, 1 or 2. You don't really need more than that. Both of these little guys. Well, it came out there. And you rub your hands together. Rub it on the back of your neck. When it's hot, I like to rub it more places. It helps. And then I just tell people to go ahead and cup it over their nose. Try not to get it in your eyes because peppermint's really strong. And breathe it in. It's absolutely amazing. And that brings me to another point. You guys cannot smell these oils right now. And that is very detrimental. A part of the experience of coming to a class is to be able to smell them. And so many of the people that do leave my class are, oh my gosh, I'm so relaxed, and oh, my back feels better, and oh, my head tension is gone. And you are missing out on a huge chunk of that when you're not able to experience them. So I hope with what I'm teaching you, the fundamentals make sense and that you will be able and willing to go ahead and get them into your home and start playing with them at that point, okay? All right, so what do wild orange and peppermint do? Everyone wants to know that. So wild orange is really great for uplifting your mood. A lot of your citrus ones are awesome for mood lifting. So that is what I would use that for. And then the peppermint is just a natural pick-me-up. It's invigorating, it's cooling, it's great when your body temperature is elevated and you're trying to bring that down. It is great for women when they're dealing with hot flashes, and there are a multitude of other concerns, health concerns, wellness concerns that you can use peppermint for. You will be blown away. And I do want to let you know, as I'm educating you, if you do decide that this makes sense for you and you want to get started on this journey, I have so many different options for you, for researching, for referencing. You are not alone. And when you become a part of this, I am here to guide you. So you can text me and I will help you along the way. And before you know it, it's kind of sad, but kind of happy. So many of my wellness advocates eventually don't need me anymore. And they learn, they know how to get the answers that they need, and they move on. And I think that's wonderful because, again, it's about empowering us to get our power back in our lives and to get power back for our health. All right? So I think we covered most of those main things. Let's go ahead and start with the class. So for those of you that like to share, excuse me, we are going to use, some of you will be sharing this with your teams, and I'm going to use the Edge Success System, all right? This is a really great little sheet because it just goes down one by one and we just read the basics of the oils. I want this to be something that's simple for all of you. The easiest way to share it with people is to make it simple. Sometimes I go a little above and beyond, so I'm going to try to be as simple as I can, but I still want to bring out certain points that I think are interesting and helpful to you as we go. So again, the only thing I really want to make sure you understand is what are essential oils, why do they make sense, and why would we use them, number one. Number two, why would we use doTERRA when there's so many other essential oils on the market? And then I also want to show you the 3 ways that you will use the essential oils in your life. And then finally, I want to just take a moment to talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack and how that is a foundational tool for our overall wellness. All right, and then I'll show you how you can get them into your home, and hopefully we'll get this wrapped up. So first of all, what are essential oils? I'm just going to reference right from here. So they're nature's defense mechanism for plants and cells. All right, and someone told me an example once that I absolutely love. You know, plants, whatever's going on in them, their defense mechanism has been going on for thousands of years, all right? And because they are organic and because we are organic, we put them in us and they know what to do for us. The plant knows what's to do for our body. It understands it. It's organic. It makes sense. And it starts fixing us like it fixes the plant. And I thought that made a lot of sense. Nature's pretty incredible, and that totally aligned. Natural aromatic compounds found in the seeds, bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of the plants. Now, I also want to make a point on this too. You want to make sure that you get your oils from a source you can trust, because there are actually parts of a plant, depending on the plant, that can actually have toxic oils. So I will use the Arbor Vitae oil as an example. If you actually use the oil from the leaves, it's toxic. If you use it from the wood, it's therapeutic. So you definitely want a company that's already done their research and you can trust. We do not want toxic oils on our children. And then next, highly concentrated. Okay, I love this, you guys. 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. Oils, 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. They're awesome if you can use them in the kitchen. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. Can't even imagine drinking that many cups of tea. So I've already experienced that benefit. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil. That benefit, the same benefit you would get from drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. Super, super awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about peppermint. Sourced from Washington State, promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing, which I feel right now. Promotes digestive health and diffuse when feeling fatigued or low on energy, which we kind of said, it's very invigorating. Now I also want to make a point. As we go through this class, I'm going to talk about the top 10 oils that I think are very important for you. Okay, I don't know if you can see those, kind of. All right, these ones are in doTERRA's Home Essentials Kit. All right, and we're just gonna jump back and forth. I'm gonna give you little tidbits on all of them, but they have so many more benefits than we're even gonna talk about. But I suggest everyone get started with the top 10. Just, if you don't know where else, just start with those. 80 to 90% of what you're going to deal with in your home, with your kids, you can use these on your pets, you guys. So even with your pets, for cleaning, for laundry, whatever, you will be able to get so much out of those top 10. So consider that as we are learning as a basis for this. So why are essential oils effective? Well, essential oils work at the cellular level and protect cells. Essential oils are nutrients that penetrate the cell membranes, and they have a unique chemical structure that allows oils to pass directly through the skin for immediate systemic response to topical application. And when we talk about stuff going on the skin and getting into us, I do want to make a point. We are bombarded with synthetics. And for those of you who do not really understand what that means, synthetics are man-made chemicals, all right? We have synthetics in our lotions, our shampoos, our conditioners, our body washes, our candles, our sprays. As women, we love all those smelly things, right, all over the place. But unfortunately, most of it is fake. And when it is fake and we put it on us or smell it, all of it is getting into our system. And this is actually wreaking havoc in our bodies because our bodies do not understand synthetics. They don't understand how to process something that's fake, all right? So where that is taking us, some of us are already seeing that. Where it's going to take us in the future, that's where I'm a little bit concerned. And while I know that I can't possibly get all the synthetics out of my home and out of my system, I do try to slowly start making changes with the oils to help replace as many of those synthetics as I can. So I'm using the oils in my laundry, I'm using them in my cooking, I'm using them in my cleaning, I'm trying to get rid of toxic chemicals here and there. So just keep that in mind. Using more natural products and putting those into our system, our bodies understand that. They recognize that and they know what to do with them and they go where they're supposed to go. And you hopefully will not have a lot of side effects that we are dealing with as a society. All right, so just remember that. All right, let's talk about Melaleuca. Melaleuca is also known as tea tree oil. All right, so this one says it's sourced from Australia. You can add to shampoo to nourish the scalp, renowned for its cleansing and rejuvenating effect on the skin, and protects against environmental and seasonal threats. Some other things I love about Melaleuca that's really good for those little bugs that kind of end up in your hair or your kid's hair that came from school, if you know what I mean. Also great for occasional ear irritation that you might have, ear discomfort. And let's see, again, really great for the skin. I just had a bunch of bug bites the other day from something. I should have used TerraShield, which is a natural pest repellent, but I didn't. I didn't realize I didn't realize there were bugs. And so I put a drop of Melaleuca on all of them and it took away the itching like that. So just little things you will find all over the place that you'll be able to use these for. All right, so that's what essential oils are and why they are effective. And I hope that makes sense just at a basic level why we would want to use them. We want to use natural products to support the overall wellness of our bodies, all right? And so the next thing I'll talk about is why would we use doTERRA essential oils? All right, so there are a lot of essential oils on the market, and you guys are probably seeing it everywhere. This is like the next boom, and some people think, oh, it's a fad and it'll go, but I really do feel this is the direction we are going. People are looking for natural alternatives. We're starting to figure it out. And so doTERRA is not going anywhere, and we're going to be around, and we're going to be bothering you for a while until you learn that this is going to hopefully become a part of your life. So why would I not want to get oils at the health food store? I should be able to trust them, right? Walmart, Target, online. I mean, they say they're 100% pure, so, right, that should be fine. Well, first of all, let's talk about co-impact sourcing. All right, so doTERRA, actually, their growers are organized into cooperatives with teaching, trainings, capacity building, and coordinated services. They have improved growing and harvesting practices to achieve optimal oil yield and to ensure sustainability and consistent higher quality oil. Growers also receive fair and predictable pricing from a long-term buyer. What this means is doTERRA takes this so much further than just us. Yeah, they're helping us with these oils, but they really want to make an impact on the world. We source our oils from over 43 different countries, and we create relationships with these countries to help build up their economic stability and to help them learn how to grow better and to learn to make sure that they harvest them at the correct time so we have the optimal therapeutic level, how to distill them correctly. And if they need a school or a pipeline, doTERRA is in there to help make that happen so that we can have the best relationship, the best win-win relationship we can with all of these farmers and distillers. So I love that. The humanitarian side of doTERRA is incredible. But why else would we want to use doTERRA? Well, first of all, there is no FDA standard for essential oils. So yes, you go to the health food store and you see a bottle that says 100% peppermint oil. Okay, great. It should be safe, right? It should be fine. Well, if there is no FDA standard, how do you know if it is? All right. So doTERRA saw this problem and realized if we are using this for overall wellness, this isn't just about aromatherapy anymore. This is actually about how can we help our bodies. And we need a standard, and anyone can abide by this standard. So doTERRA created one called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. In short, it's CPTG. So plants are grown and oils are harvested in their natural habitat. Think about that one. Wouldn't it make the most sense to actually harvest plants from their indigenous areas where nature intended them to grow? So optimal level, optimal soil, optimal climate, so therefore their therapeutic level would be at its highest. Would you not agree? Makes sense to me. So that is why doTERRA creates all these relationships all over the world. CPTG establishes a standard of completely natural purity. Each batch of oil undergoes multiple third-party testing to certify purity, and that's huge. doTERRA has so many PhDs and researchers, doctors that are coming on board to join them. doTERRA considers themselves a research company, and they continue to learn more and more about these oils, more and more about our bodies, and I am super excited to see where this is going to take us. And then doTERRA and CPTG means that you have the purest oils you can find in the world today. doTERRA is, at this point in 2016, is 8 years old. They have already reached $1 billion. They are now the largest essential oil company in the world. And I think that says something. You don't grow that big that fast if you don't have a quality product to stand by, if people don't start seeing results. All right, so I think that says a lot. Okay, and so that is another reason you would, excuse me, choose doTERRA. But another one that I love is being able to take them internally. So let's say you go to the health food store and you get your peppermint oil, and it says 100% natural, but it says on the bottle, do not ingest. Okay, why would I not ingest peppermint? There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. There shouldn't be anything wrong with the lavender they say I can't ingest, or the orange, or the lime, or the grapefruit, or the rosemary, or the basil. Right there is a red flag. This means that that particular oil has a synthetic filler in it, because why else would it not be safe enough to ingest? And if we're putting synthetic fillers in our bodies, the whole point is we're trying to get away from that. So why would I get an oil that I'm going to put on me that's going to get into my skin and do the same thing that all these other synthetics are doing? All right, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. So doTERRA has oils, actually probably most of their oils can be taken internally. So if they can, you're actually going to see on the bottle supplement facts. You see that? That's how you know if this particular oil is intended to be taken internally. And that's a requirement by the FDA if something is supposed to be taken internally. So keep that in mind. That's another huge reason why I would use doTERRA. I absolutely trust them and where they are going on this in the research. And third-party research is a big part of it too. Okay, so now you know what the oils are and why we would use them, why we would use doTERRA. I hope that makes sense. Now we're going to talk about the 3 ways that you use the oils, how you get them into your system. So first, number 1 is aromatically. So you inhale or use a diffuser. That is inhaling. I'm glad we got that one figured out. Okay, and when I am breathing that in right now, I'm actually having a physical reaction in my body. And while I'm feeling that, sometimes you don't feel that. But with everything we are breathing, everything that we smell, we are having a physical reaction in our body. And hopefully we are breathing and smelling things that are we're having a positive reaction, but a lot are bad. So let's try to get as many good things in as we can. All right. Diffuser, this is your other option. So this is my particular favorite one. This one actually goes for 4 hours and 8 hours. So I like that because I don't really like refilling my diffuser all the time. I like it to go most of the day. And then also if I have a child who's not feeling very well, maybe isn't sleeping, and has some respiratory concerns, I can put my lavender in to help with sleep, and I can put my breathe oil in to help with respiratory. I can turn it on and it goes for the full 8 hours throughout the night. So I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and refill it and restart it again. So for me, I like that. But we have a lot of different options, okay? What you breathe affects your mood. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What are we breathing? Let's look at people's mood nowadays. Maybe it's starting to make sense. It cleans the air and supports breathing. So that's using the oils aromatically, number 1. Number 2 is topically. Actually, let me go back. Let's talk about breathe oil. I did mention that really quick. Breathe oil is the respiratory blend. All right, this is one of your top 10. And this, of course, when you have respiratory concerns that you wish to support, this is what you can use for that. Couple of drops, rub it on your chest where your respiratory issues would be. And then you can hold it over your nose and breathe it in that way. And also great to put in the diffuser, so you're constantly having that effect. So breathe oil, it says, promotes feeling of easy breathing, diffuse at night for healthy and restful breathing, and apply 2 to 3 drops on chest and bottoms of feet as needed for soothing sensation. Okay, so number 1, aromatically, done. Number 2, topically. That is the other way that we can use the oils. And this is super powerful, okay? So 1 drop of essential oil can service every cell of your body. 1 drop, you guys. I know a lot of people say, oh, the oils are so expensive, and I don't know. I think not being at your best and having your wellness crash and burn is expensive. So this bottle of wild orange is $10, and there are 250 drops in here, and if 1 drop is all I need to service every cell in my body, to me that is not that awful. Peppermint oil, this is wholesale, is $20.50. So again, it doesn't seem too out of control. Yes, you're going to have oils that are a little bit more, but I would say probably on average you're talking about $25 a bottle. And that's wholesale. So the whole goal is to get a wholesale account so that you can get whatever oils you want at that discount. All right. So I love that. It services every cell of your body. 1 drop. You do not need a lot. doTERRA's oils are very, very powerful and very, very potent. From the bottom of the feet, it nourishes your bloodstream within 30 seconds. That's how fast they get into your system. All right. As soon as it gets in and through your skin and the heart pumps it through, 30 seconds, you can start seeing some results. Apply to feet, ears, chest, back of neck, head, and troubled areas. And then for sensitivity, dilute with fractionated coconut oil. All right, so let me just take a moment to talk about fractionated coconut oil. And there are 4 points with this, 4 ways you can use it. So many of us are familiar with coconut oil, and it solidifies when it is cold. So fractionated coconut oil is always liquid. All right, so 1 way that you can use this is when you get peppermint in your eyes. Yay, we've all done it. My kids are getting really good. They don't do it very much anymore. I still happen to here and there. So it really hurts on some oils when you get them in your eyes, right? And you're like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. don't wash them out with water. All right, because the water and oil combination actually just intensifies the pain. So you'll want to take the fractionated coconut oil and you're just going to do a little bit on your fingers, close your eyes and rub it over it. And basically you're diluting it. And if you need a little bit more, go ahead. And eventually you're going to, the feelings are going to subside. So that is one way that you can use fractionated coconut oil. And in short, we call it FCO. Okay. So another way you can use FCO is if you have sensitive skin, and sometimes the oils will irritate you. They don't even have to be a hot oil and they might irritate you. So you'll just use FCO to put on there and dilute it, all right? However, there are hot oils that in general you're probably gonna want to use FCO on. That would be, examples would be oregano, clove, cinnamon. Onguard has clove in it too, so that's probably gonna be a hot one. Just keep that in mind, that you do have an option for dilution. Also, another way is as a carrier. All right, so let's say you're out in the sun and your whole back is sunburned. And that's a pretty big surface area, right? So you're not gonna want to put a ton of your oils on there and waste your oils. Lavender is a very good one for that. Lavender is great for skin irritations, bug bites, sunburns, oil burns. Also really good for sleeplessness, anxious feelings, calming, whole multitude. So I would use this if I got a sunburn, but I'm not going to put like 25 drops all over this person's back, right? What I will want to do is use my fractionated coconut oil, put just enough in my hand to cover the surface area that I'm dealing with, and then just do 2 drops of lavender. Rub it, and then carry it over the area that is of concern. You could also put it in a lotion or something too if you needed that. Use it as another carrier. And doTERRA actually has a hand and body lotion that is unscented that can be used with the oils as another carrier option. So just keep that in mind. All right, and then another way that you can use FCO would be with roller balls. So you guys will get familiar with this at some point. Roller balls are great for just various recipes to help support something that you're dealing with, whether it's a mood concern or this particular one that I have is a immunity support blend. And I use 5 of the oils from the top 10 that I'm suggesting. And when I put in that recipe, and again, we have a ton of recipes, you're going to be fine and it'll walk you through it. But when I put in that particular recipe, it'll fill my bottle about halfway with the oils. And so I fill the rest of it with my FCO, and that will help make it go further, but it does not reduce the effectiveness of the blend, okay? So you're fine. But that's another way that you would use the carrier oil. All right, so then let's talk about Deep Blue. Deep Blue is my favorite. Okay, I actually ended up getting the big, huge bottle of Deep Blue lotion because Deep Blue Rub. I'm a runner, I work out, I lift weights, so I have muscle pain at times, and this is my favorite. All right, this one is to apply to muscles and joints, apply before and after exercise, and use for deep tissue massage. For me, this has been a lifesaver. I have back pain that probably really will never go away. But let's just say that it was so bad that I could hardly walk, and I wasn't sure if I ever was going to get back to the gym. And I just, with the use of the oils, I was able to support my body to get myself back to a point. And I used this Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I can talk about that in a second. But I was able to get myself back to that point where before I had no hope. I was told I was not to run again. I was told I needed surgery, all of this fun stuff. And I just wasn't ready for that. So I went back to the gym. I used the oils and the supplements to help support my body as best I could. And here I am running with girlfriends. We're doing Ragnars and half marathons, and I'm going to take it until I crash and burn. But it's been fun to have that hope restored. And that's another reason why I love doTERRA, and I love educating people, because sometimes people do think that there is no hope, nothing is left. And you do have options, and please be willing to talk to me about them so that we can come up with something that hopefully will work for you. All right, so that's Deep Blue. I rub it on my back or my knee or whatever I need. It's got a great cooling sensation too, so sometimes it just even keeps me cool while I'm working out, but definitely one of my favorites. All right, and then the third way that we can use the oils are internally. All right, so you can just add to water, drop under tongue, or put in a capsule. So let's talk about water. If you do use them in your water, please go out and invest in a glass water bottle or a stainless steel water bottle. The oils are extremely potent and powerful, and they're also very good at cleansing, and so they eat at the petrochemicals in the plastic, and then you just end up drinking those. Yay, super fun. So take that time to go ahead and get a good water bottle if you're going to use them in your water, which I think is a great idea. I have oils in my water every single day. I have grapefruit in there right now. They're great for internal cleansing and digestive cleansing in your mouth, and they taste good, make you drink more water, so why not? And then you can drop them under your tongue, which is sublingually, and it gets into your cells really fast, or you can put them in a capsule. So doTERRA sells veggie caps, but this is basically what a capsule looks like. And you put whatever recipe you need in there, close it up, and pop it, and there you go. Super simple, super crazy. All right, and then taking them internally nourishes the whole body, including the digestive system, mouth, throat, liver, and urogenital tract. Okay, and Onguard is the one that they want to talk about on that. So Onguard, another one of my favorites, and I really wish I could open it up and let you smell right now because it kind of smells like Christmas to me. It's got clove in it, cinnamon, but this is their protective blend, or basically immunity support blend. And so this is an incredible one to have when the kids go back to school and they start bringing home little gifts from other students, right? And in order to protect ourselves and hope that we aren't getting little bugs, we put this in the diffuser to help build up our immunity, which when it's in the diffuser, again, it's hitting everybody, all right? Everyone is receiving that benefit, so that's what I really like about that. Dr. Hill says, he's our chief medical advisor for doTERRA, and he said you only need to diffuse Onguard for about 15 minutes every day to receive that benefit, that therapeutic benefit for the day, which is, wow, I was not expecting that. I thought it would have to be all day, so that was a nice little tidbit. So Onguard, one thing I do want to talk about with Onguard is clove oil. Clove oil is in the Onguard blend, and what's neat about clove oil is, many of us are very familiar with blueberries as incredible antioxidants, right? And we they actually range about 2,500 on this score. But clove oil ranks 1,078,000. All right, so it blows blueberries out of the water. And so if you want something that's going to help build up your immune system, you can't get much better than clove oil and the Onguard blend. All right. So what do they say about Onguard? Let's see. Diffuse for cleansing the air. Add 2 to 3 drops in a veggie capsule for a quick immune boost, and supports the body's natural antioxidant defenses. There you go. And they have, doTERRA has Onguard toothpaste and, gosh, I have a whole section here. Hand soap, detergent, sore throat lozenges, beadlets. Again, it's about getting all of that into our systems by using natural products in our life every day, all right, that we would already use. All right, so you guys just learned about the 3 ways that you use them: aromatically, topically, and internally. So I hope that doesn't seem too complicated and that kind of makes sense. And that is basically your class. That's pretty much the doTERRA. I do want to take the time to talk about one other thing though before we start wrapping up. I do want to talk about doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack. All right, I just want to see how we're doing in time. Okay. This is my foundational support. Now, when I watched that documentary on the perfect human diet and it opened up my mind about big food, I realized, which we have probably all realized, that our food is not up to par. All right, we are not eating how we're supposed to be eating, and even when we try to, we understand that even with our organics, our soil has been impacted, our water has been contaminated. We are not eating and do not have the nutrients we had hundreds of years ago, what our ancestors used to eat. And that's what our body's used to, right? It's only been in the last couple of generations that our food has really changed. And I see that our overall wellness has really been impacted. So this makes sense to me that doTERRA has done so much research on supplements and what our body needs. And I'm not going to go into a million details on that, but keep in mind that much of our mood, our fatigue, and our overall unwellness, when we have issues, that all starts in the gut. All right? It starts with our food. And our body is constantly trying to repair itself and to fix itself and to support you. And yet it has nothing that it can draw from. We need to give it tools so that it can take care of itself. So that's where having a good supplement is so beneficial, you guys. You need to take something to give to your body as a gift so it can actually help you. So that is what I love about doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack, and this was extremely instrumental for me to start running again, for the pain to subside to a place where I can manage it every day. And let me just talk about real quick, the Lifelong Vitality Pack provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth, function, and maintenance of cells. And cells, that is hugely important. When our cells are not taken care of, that's when we start seeing other problems. Promotes healthy cardiovascular, nervous, and immune system function. Protects against oxidation and supports healthy function of the brain, eyes, and nervous system. And has 9 different essential oils: frankincense, thyme, cumin, orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway, German chamomile, and clove. And some people might say, well, I'm already taking a supplement and I don't need anything. Thank you very much. For some of you that want to research a little bit more, get online and Google FDA, Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and GNC. And you will see an article, or numerous articles, that basically say that the FDA actually did research these particular companies and their supplements and found that they were full of fillers. So for me, I mean, I don't know a lot. I would have thought GNC would have been a credible one. I would have thought, you know, you think that you can trust your sources. And I was extremely surprised to find that so many vitamins are full of fillers, and a lot of them you can't even absorb. So again, doTERRA, they have done so much research. They have made them so you can't absorb them. And I have had so many people in my life and on my team that have used the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and right there have had some incredible, incredible stories. All right, so that's all I need to say on that. All right, let's wrap this up. So, as far as the top 10 oils, I think we've covered most of them. All right, we didn't talk about digestion. Really quickly, this is your Digestive Blend, which, as we just talked about food, a lot of people are having digestive concerns, all right? And this is to help support your digestive system during that process and to help take away some of the pain associated with that. Lemon is a great cleanser, not only for internal cleansing, but diffusing for the air, great for mood. I use it as a natural Goo Gone. So like if I'm taking a sticker off of a frame or something, there's that residue, I'll just do a drop of lemon oil and it'll come off really easy. I clean my wedding ring with it. It's a great cleanser. Frankincense, I don't think we mentioned. No, I think I skipped over that. Frankincense is actually a very important oil. This one's actually a little bit more pricey. It's harder to source, it's harder to distill, it's very time consuming, so you are going to have it priced a little bit higher. So when you're finding a bottle for $5, it's probably not true frankincense. This one's about $69, almost $70, all right, for this little guy. So frankincense is actually sourced from Somalia. And what I love about doTERRA's goal, they said, how neat would it be if Somalia was known for their frankincense instead of their piracy? Can we get them to that point in their economy where that can happen? That would be really neat. So frankincense supports healthy cellular function. You use topically to beautify skin. I was a lifeguard, so I have a lot of skin damage from that, and so I use this on my face every day to kind of help, hopefully delay more wrinkles. It helps with balancing mood, and when in doubt, use frankincense. It is the king of oils, and you use it for everything. All right, oregano, I think, is our last one we'll talk about. This is very antiviral, very antibacterial. What I love about the antiviral is, I don't know about you guys, but you know, when you do get a virus and you go to the doctor and they say, oh, there really isn't anything we can do, you're just going to have to go home and sit it out and wait for a couple of weeks. Well, you absolutely have an option. You can use the oils that are antiviral. They cross the cell membrane and get directly into the virus, and you can knock this out really fast. So yes, you have options again. All right, so those are your top 10, you guys. And so how do you get started with doTERRA? How do you get the oils into your home? doTERRA is all about options, all right? So first of all, our goal is to get a wholesale account so that we can get whatever oils we want at wholesale. To get that for a year, it's $35. Pretty basic, pretty simple, doesn't seem too complicated. However, most people usually like to start with oils, all right? So doTERRA has actually taken the time to create some fantastic kits that have oils in them, and you can pick whichever package makes the most sense for you. When you get a kit, you do not have to pay the $35. It's waived, all right? And I feel like that makes more sense. So I'm going to actually attach a link so you guys can go directly to that source to look through all of the kits. But I would say the one that I had talked about a lot with you guys was the Home Essential Kit, which is your top 10. This I feel like is a great starter kit. It has those top 10 oils. They're all in the larger bottles except for the deep blue, which only comes in the small one. So these are all 15 milliliter bottles. They have 250 drops each, and then you have a diffuser. The petal diffuser is very popular as well. It goes for 1, 2, and 4 hours, and it really shoots it up. And they all have little night lights on them, and a year warranty on the diffusers as well. So that is a very great option to start with. This is my favorite one. This one is the Natural Solutions Kit because it has so many of the things that we talked about today. You've got your deep blue rub, you've got your Lifelong Vitality Pack, you've got your diffuser that goes for 8 hours, a lot of your Onguard products, a tension blend, some hormonal blends, a cool little box, a lot of fun stuff in there, but I don't want to go into too much time on that. I am here if you want to message me and discuss the different options and see which kit makes the most sense for you. Again, I don't really care which one you pick and how you get started. Just please start and don't put it off until tomorrow. Just get it done. Fill out the paperwork. Actually, it's very simple. I will also include the little form that you fill out. It's going to look something like this. Just fill out these yellow sections. That's all. Don't worry about anything else. Get your information. Let's get going. Send it over to me. There usually is a promo every single month with doTERRA for those that get started with doTERRA. And since it's a month-to-month thing, I will tell you that too when you contact me and let you know what this month's promo is. And also what reference materials that I will provide for you. So you will have me to help guide you along the way. And let the journey begin, you guys. Enjoy it. Take advantage of it. You don't know how it can help you till you try. So I know it's kind of scary and intimidating, but don't be. Just like anything else. Jump in, have fun with it. I'm going to be there with you. And I think we covered mostly everything. So thank you again for taking that time to be with me. I'm super grateful for all of you that are on my team, that are sharing doTERRA with the world. And I love all of you. And I have really enjoyed this experience and all the new friends that I have made. So thank you guys so much again. Have a great day.